I have the problems, but the way I deal with the problems is completely different. I was affected by the problems. Now, when I have the problems, I'm not affected in the bad way. I just try to solve them. They are only problems. It's not the problems don't define me, and I can deal with it.
I'm here today with Jetadas from Portugal. Jetadas.
Jetadas, Swami Aniruddha.
So, I know you're very nervous about this interview. You don't need to be. It's not going to go public.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you, how or why did you embark on the spiritual path?
Spirituality, it was normal in my life when I was a child, because my mother and my father and my grandmother, actually my grandmother, is always pushing me into God, into the prayers, into the church.
So it was religious.
Yes.
But that was very present.
Yeah, but she was a reference for me, because I look at her and I see what the meaning of spirituality was, because she's always available to help the others.
Okay.
And at one point, for me, that was what I was thinking about spirituality, is to take care of the others. But after, when I was 13 years old, my grandmother died. And after that day, I lose my reference about spirituality. And I couldn't turn to God anymore, because somehow I was thinking, why my grandmother? Because she was so generous, she was always available, and somehow just die. And
injustice.
Yes, injustice. By whom? By God. and for me it was like turn off a door for me. I just close the door of the spirituality, a door of God, the door of God, and I start to take my ordinary life, doing what I could do, eating, drinking, partying, and...
With 13 years? Or?
Yeah, 15, 16, 18, 20. I started soon, but I think I at that time I lost completely the connection with any kind of faith, any kind of spirituality. Yes, I believe in myself. I believe in what I can achieve, what I can do, and nothing else.
Okay.
And
how did that work out?
Not good. In the end, not good.
Well, you were quite successful, weren't you?
Yes, I was, but because I have a background also in sports, I was athlete, and then I was also coach, and that mentality that you have to achieve something, you have your own goals, and you know how to set up to get them. Yeah, you have to prepare, you have to practice, and I transfer this knowledge to my daily life. But there's no professional life. But somehow I achieve a lot of things, nice things. I build my company. I have a family. At the time, yes, I think I was a successful person.
Successful, everybody.
Successful,
that's something what everybody would actually think of, no? Having a wife, having
having money, children,
house,
everything.
Beautiful car.
Yeah, it's true. But in the end, there was no fulfillment.
Okay.
I start to feel so empty inside of me. I have the goals I'm setting all normally, like I used to do. I put my goals in my life, in my year. I have to achieve this and this and this, but the will to do it, there's just vanish. Just vanish. Yes, and
the motivation
just go away. The motivation, and I stopped to think a little bit, and my life suddenly doesn't make sense anymore, because I have all the things around me, but I was not a happy guy. I have my son, my daughter, my wife, everything, the material things around me, my friends, but somehow the happiness after you achieve what you propose to do is gone, because the motivation is for me it was to achieve something. After you achieve,
It's like kind of
you really didn't enjoy. You enjoyed the journey, not the goal. And yes, and for me it was a point that I stopped to realize something. But thank God to my wife, because she was more like a spiritual person. She's just started pushing me to the same path,
towards spirituality.
to the spirituality. Yes, and I have the chance to meet my guru, so Paramahamsa Swami Vishwananda, and after that something changed in my life, because I become a different person. Because
Okay, so before you go there, so let me just recap. So you were spiritually interested as a child, or you had a reference by your
Yeah.
grandmother which showed you what spirituality means, how to live it, to be kind and helpful to other people. Once she passed away, there is a vacuum basically where nobody filling that part, and the rest of the world is telling you that you have to achieve your own goals, you have to, like, happiness lies in all the things what the world is presenting you with. And then you achieve all of this, but once you have achieved all of it, you realize, yeah, but if that is the goal, then it's a bad goal, because I'm still not happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that kind of...
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, good, because that I think that's a very common situation for any seeker,
Yeah.
because like you said in the beginning, you want to be fulfilled, no?
Yeah.
And once you have everything which should make you fulfilled, and you see that you're not fulfilled, then it's a turning point where either you fall into deep depression, or you find a solution.
Yeah.
So what was your solution? Or how did the solution come to you? Or
Yeah, like I was saying, the solution appears in the form of guru. And I didn't know what a guru was at the time also. But it just pushed me in the form of the guru, in the form also of practice yoga, Atma Kriya Yoga. I think
Okay.
it was the 2 points that changed me a lot, because with the guru is a reference, but it's not something that I connect immediately, because I was so, and I was a person that always want to know the reason of the things. I
understand everything.
Yeah, I need to understand, and the guru is not easily to understand.
Not easy.
And then with Atma Kriya Yoga, because my wife also told me it will be a Atma Kriya Yoga course. She didn't tell me Atma Kriya, this yoga course. Yes, yoga. It's nice because I need to stretch a little bit. Yeah, I go. And it was amazing. It was amazing because I didn't believe at all in this practice of inner journey.
You're complete, like, very
Yeah.
doubtful and...
Yeah, because I was so focused on the things around me, what I can see, what I can touch, and I was not prepared to the inner journey, because for me the inner journey, I don't know what it is. And with Atma Kriya Yoga it was possible, and suddenly I immediately start, and so many things change inside of me. And I start to taste a little bit that achievement, that fulfillment, that
Taste.
that taste of the happiness that you that you normally just, you get the happiness in the material things in 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You bought something, you buy the last iPhone, but after 1 month I need another iPhone, the new one. And it's like this continuous searching for the happiness that never ends. And with Atma Kriya Yoga, with the Guru, I taste a little bit what is the happiness.
Inner happiness.
Inner happiness, yes. Because the happiness depends on me only, not the things that are around me. And that was quite, how can, I don't know the words.
In Portuguese?
That's a ponto importante de viragem. It's a turning point, maybe.
An important turning point in your life.
Yeah, because it was actually the main reason that I realized after all that the reason that I am here is to have my professional life, my family life, and my spiritual life, and they are not separated. Yeah. In the beginning, also in the spiritual life, it's okay. Maybe this is one life, and this is another life. I have to behave in this kind of situation, and when I'm in the spiritual life, I have to behave like this, and to think.
Because if there are different realities, like different worlds, which have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, but now, for me, spiritual life, professional life, family life, they are only one.
They're all
together. They merge in one life, and it was, I can say for myself, now it's much easier, and I can say because I'm a happy person. I think I have a happy life more than just running to achieve something that I need to buy, I need to have. I have this happiness with me, and it's nice because you can be wherever you are with people around you, and you feel full of happiness and full of love. It's, I think spiritual have this power inside of us.
If you would have to define spirituality in one sentence for you, how would you, like in a few words, what would you give it, like spontaneous?
I can say it's the meaning of the life. You can call spirituality, you can call anything, but I think it's the meaning, it's the way that you live. You can live in the material world because you are here, but if you have a way of living this, I don't know if I will say something wrong or not, but I can look for a person and I can say if the way that he behaves, that the way that he spread the happiness, the knowledge, the calm, I think he's living the spiritual path. You don't have to be inside of the church. You don't have to pray 24 hours. It's the way of life.
The way of living.
Yeah, the way of living. I think for me, it's spiritual. It's the way of living. In living, for what? It's a problem. It's a question, a difficult one.
You put the question.
Yeah, but now I regret. Yeah.
Living for what?
Living for God. It's obvious, but yeah, living for God. I think it's the word that sometimes we are afraid to talk or to say it, but yeah, to live for God. I understand now what is living for God. And living for God, it's amazing. Yeah. It's not easy, but it's good. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard, but yeah.
It's worth it.
Yeah, completely.
What would be the main, like, on your path? What is the most important part in your spiritual path?
For me, the most important thing that I learn is in spirituality. If it's the goal, the most important thing, I don't know. But for me, it's the way that you treat the others, the way that you care for them, and the way that you react from their actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is for me the most beautiful thing, because I can remember some things in the last years, and like in the professional life, in the family life. I'm in the spiritual path, but the problems just doesn't disappear like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's not like a wonder pill that you say,
no,
I'm now spiritual and now everything
no, in
becomes...
every okay, it's nice, everybody's okay.
The drug,
Yeah.
the ultimate drug.
No, it's not like that. But for me, that's the most important thing that I think I change. I have the problems, but the way I deal with the problems is completely different. I was affected by the problems. Now, when I have the problems, I'm not affected in the bad way. I just try to solve them. They are only problems. It's not, the problems don't define me, and I can deal with it. I think it's the biggest change. Yeah.
Nice. And who or what is your greatest inspiration?
It's easy. This is easy. It's my guru. It's Paramahamsa Swami Vishwananda. Yeah.
Why?
Why? Come on. Why?
Well,
Why?
if it's so obvious, it shouldn't be a difficult question to answer.
No, it's easy. It's easy because it was the one that showed me everything. It was the one that touched me in my heart, opened my heart, and say, "I'm here. Come on, open. Just be yourself. Just spread your love." And that love that you feel it by your friends, your wife, your kids, your parents, is nothing comparing to the love that you have to your guru. That's why.
It's a summary of all of them, and even more.
Yeah. It's not a difficult question. It's difficult to put in words what it means to you. It means everything. I may seem completely crazy, but yes.
Well, not to me.
Yeah, not to you, I know, but yeah.
You're still having a quite grounded life, haven't you?
Yeah.
You have a job, a family, you do your social duties. You're not somebody who seems crazy to me.
No, no, because I have to do some. I have my family. I have to provide everything to them, and also I think the most beautiful way for me is to do something for the others. If you want to serve something, if you want to serve your guru, you have to serve. Not often you have the chance to serve him directly. The only way that I can serve him is by the chance that serving others. And you have to be grounded to do it also. If not, it's not a service anymore.
Thank you.
Say.